It appears the trickery worked, as last week's entire episode played through without clipping at the end. I know the realization of missing my extraordinary closing pieces was an eye-opener. More like an eye-roller. Hey, you don't know what you got till it's gone. Today brings us a dumb birthday game from March 3rd, 1995. I found this an enormously entertaining show that has a little bit of everything in it. Because of that, I'll go with titling it Junk Drawer Radio. The players: Russ, the very affectionate Val and Needham, Kevin from Dorchester, Ed from Melrose, I'm in the studio, Jim Frawley is producing and playing in studio and suffering from mic confusion, and Jack Hart with a solution to a radio conundrum that was being discussed. The birthdays: Emilio Estefan. Emilio Estevez. Wait a minute. Gloria Estefan? Close. It's her husband. Forget it. Chastity Bono. Her name sounds like the title of an adult movie. And we're off. The attractive woman in a different kind of way, Catherine O'Hara. Barbara McNair. Then we move on to March 6th. Still playing the part of a meathead, we have Rob Reiner. Then Ed McMahon, and Norm really gets a kick out of Ed's resume. And we close with Tom Arnold. Other mildly useful stuff. It is rumored that Norm was curmudgeonly the first half hour, but has brightened up since then. My stash of Woodsman weather sticks. Old-time radio with Norm playing all the roles. Chin whispering. The story of a bright man who wears two hats and may be very interested in what Norm has to say. Star-studded cameos by George Burns, Fred Allen, Arthur Godfrey, Jack Benny, Casey Kasem, and Lionel Barrymore. The mystery of being simultaneously appeased and aggravated. Lisa Gibbons gives Ken Newman some airtime. Observant TV talk show points. The letter Y is the cousin to the other vowels. Buying the movie rights to Norm's wonderful stories. My other answers. Mumbling birthday formulas and bathroom breaks. Bad company polluting the minds of good kids. Publishers Clearinghouse and subscribing to every magazine such as Woodworkers Monthly, Alaskan Antler Collector, Magazine Subscribers Monthly, and other wonderful periodicals. Horsequestrian crossings? And loving your fisterish. You know what I'm saying, my butchkala kananoma? Episode 128, Junk Drawer Radio, slides open to your ears now.
Hello, Norm.
This is the first time you played the game, I guess, huh?
Yes, it is.
Okay, all you have to do is, I'll give you a few clues and stuff, and you just have to guess how old the person is. Have you heard the game at all before?
Yep.
Okay, so you don't need all that information. You understand that if you come the closest to guessing the most number of birthdays, then you win a junkie prize.
Yes.
Okay. And people who won junkie prizes over the past few weeks, I've been very bad about getting them out, but they will be out within the next week and a half. I figured out how to work my typewriter and stuff. But that's a whole other thing. Let's go to Val in Needham. Hi, Val.
Hi.
Oh, thank God you're a woman with the name Val. You could have been a man. I thought I'm seeping into the twilight. I'm dropping into the twilight zone here. Oh, Val, was that you doing that? It was really nice.
Yes. Oh, I thought you needed it tonight. Such a curmudgeon.
Well, yeah. Well, I thought it was just a curmudgeon the first half hour. So I thought since then
you brightened up.
I think I've been charming since then. I've been really charming.
Yes. No.
You've never played the game?
Yes, years ago.
Oh, years ago.
And I won.
What?
And she still hasn't got her prize.
Have you gotten a prize? Did you get something?
No.
Yes, I got my. I have my hickory.
Oh, the weather stick?
The weather stick. That's how far back.
Remember those days?
Oh, gee, we couldn't figure a way to package that without a thing breaking.
I think only about 2 arrived unbroken.
Yeah, well, did
really? Mine came in beautiful shape and it worked.
That's one of the 2.
Did you predict? You were able to predict the weather with that?
Yes. It moves up and down according to the moisture, I guess, in the air.
Pardon me?
Okay, that's it.
And when it rains, it gets wet, so it's raining.
And when it's windy, it blows in the wind, so you can tell when it starts to move that it's windy.
Very good.
You know,
That's
I
excellent.
still have some at home.
That's right, because you somehow you worked a deal with some weather stick manufacturer.
No, we had them. Those came out of like the what's the word I'm looking for? The bowels of the prize closet here at BZ.
Oh, in the promotion department
Yeah.
area where they had a lot of swell stuff we gave away.
Actually, it was wonderful. It was fun because it was a conversational piece. I had it out.
Where did you get that
on
piece
my
of crap,
deck.
Val?
Pardon?
That's what they would ask.
If I win, I want another one.
No, I don't know about getting another one. We have some other junky stuff for instead.
Oh, all right.
Okay, because we've replaced that with some other really tripe stuff.
Okay.
I know you'd be thrilled with that. We have Kevin also. Kevin's going to be playing the game with us. Kevin is in Dorchester. Hello, Kevin.
Hello there, Norm. And hello, Cano. Norm, I have a suggestion.
Okay.
I think you would bring a whole new aspect to WBZ if, on Saturday night, if you could do like 2 hours of old-time radio.
Yeah, see, we can't play that because we don't have, I know this sounds silly when I say it this way, we don't have a license, a music license, and the music license also covers dramatic stuff, and spoken things, like spoken things that are on record, like a Bob Newhart tape or something,
Right.
that kind of thing. Also, if I played 2 hours of that, I wouldn't be able to sit here and talk stupidly and make a
Well,
fool of myself.
You'd have 3 hours left, right?
I
11
suppose-
to 1.
I suppose I could, I suppose I have
Yeah, but
3
that's
hours.
not enough time.
Yeah.
Kevin,
Yeah.
forget it.
Yeah. Now maybe one day I might do something like that. I'm not sure. But I appreciate that. Would you like to hear old time radio?
Oh, I
Doug?
love it. I love it.
Even though you're
being out in Low, because Low, they have an old time show out there.
Yeah, WCAP. Somebody
Yeah.
called earlier and mentioned that.
Right.
Yeah, now because you're a young guy. How old are you?
I'm only 23.
And you got a kick out of all these shows that were
I
on
sure
years
do.
before you were born.
Right, I do.
Yeah.
Well, I've been listening for about 10 years to talk radio and of all kinds. And old time radio is one of the things I like. I enjoy.
Well, that's great because I like it too. Maybe there's some way we can do that. I would really like that.
Yep.
Okay, let's talk with Ed, who's a member of the panel also. Ed is from Melrose. Hello, Ed.
Hey, Norm, how are you, babe?
Hey, well, pretty good, babe. What do you say, babe? What do you say, huh? Is that pretty hip
I'd rather
talk?
listen to 5 hours of you than old-time radio. I can listen to that on my own time.
You see the dilemmas we're faced with the controversy every decision makes.
Although I love old-time radio, but I love you, too.
Okay, thanks,
Maybe
Mick.
we can listen to 5 hours of you and old time radio.
That's right, too. What we could do is knock off the first 5 hours of the news from 5 until, 10?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be good. Would that be okay?
Have old time radio all day.
Yeah, I'm going to take that up with Brian Whittemore. He's very interested in my opinions and stuff, so he'll probably listen and probably care what I have to say. Yeah, he's the program and news director. He's a bright man, and so he wears 2 hats.
Norm who, he would say.
Yeah. Is he still working around here, that old poop? I thought he died back in the 50s. He would cry poignantly.
Well, considering who you are, and you came from somewhat of that era, and you're on the air now, so it is kind of listening to 5 hours of old-time radio.
That's right, too. I am Mr. Old Time Radio. That's right. Get a load of this. The temperature here is 52 degrees here in 1951. That was old time. I don't even know what that. I don't understand what that proved. Okay, let me mention some of the panel members who are actually here in the studio. So Tony Nesbitt, you have heard,
Hello.
and that's Tony, and he's playing the game with us. And Jim Frawley, who's a producer here at WBZ, also is playing the game with us.
How you doing, Norm?
Hold on just a minute. Why am I not hearing you?
I don't know. Can you hear me now?
No, if you're talking to either one microphone instead of between the two of them, somehow that works better.
I'll just sit up. Okay.
Okay, that's good. That's really nice. Are you really a producer here and you don't know which microphone to turn to? You go and you're talking.
Which
around
explains a
the
lot of what happens on the air.
I think so. I hope Brian is listening now so he knows it's not always my fault.
Is he the one
Okay.
that signs the checks?
Don't ad lib. First of all, be here for about a year before you start to ad lib.
Okay.
That's always the best bet. Okay, let's go to
Jack.
Jack Hart. Hi, Jack.
Howdy.
How you doing?
I'm well.
Hey, you know, I was.
Would you turn up your microphone or something? Why is everything going crazy here?
I don't. How's that?
That's better. Yeah, that's
You know,
good.
I was just thinking I've got a compromise worked out for everyone. Now, you see, what you can do is take the old-time radio tapes and edit them so that you can, like, insert your voice to answer, like, say the robber comes up and says, give me all your money. And then, edit it down so that you come in and say, I'm thinking it over.
That's not a bad idea. I'd do the Jack Benny role.
Or you can do anybody. You could be like, say, the Gracie or George, for example. Or
I could say, I could say stuff like, tell me, Gracie, how's your mother? How's your brother? I could do that too, yeah.
Yeah.
Or I could do Fred Allen, like,
King for a day.
Oh, Queen for a Day, yeah, I could do that. But I could do Fred Allen. I could be, well, let's take a walk down Allen's Alley, okay, Portland? I could do that too, yeah.
And then the other voices, and then you edit in the other voice. You see, so that
I could do my Arthur Godfrey too.
Yeah.
Tony, I wonder who is on the lineup here on the program this morning.
So you see, everybody is appeased.
He just did that now. So is that part of it?
Well, yeah.
Not only is everybody appeased, but they're all aggravated too. Incidentally, before we go into the game, now that you met the members of the panel, were you watching the Lisa Gibbons show the other day when your cohort there, Ken Newman, was on?
On Lisa Gibbons?
Oh, you didn't know about that. He was talking about that last Saturday night. That he had already taped the show. She had a program, Lisa Gibbons, who I think is one of the sexiest ladies on television. I really want her so bad, but she's too young.
Which show is Lisa Gibbons on?
Lisa.
Lisa, it's called Lisa. Stay till they all use their first names. I was going to use that for mine too. Like Monday.
And they all end in a vowel for the most part.
There's a Sunday night. For example, Sunday we're having of Gary Katz, author of Death by Rock and Roll, The Untimely Deaths of the Legends of Rock. Sunday night on Nauman.
Well, I almost got a show, but, they thought that it was going to be a thing about changing tires.
Jack Hart?
No, just Jack.
Jack.
You see.
I see. Well, Jack is, I see, sure.
But you notice how they all end in vowels for the most part? Rolanda, Geraldo, Lisa, Mary Lou, Ricky, Jerry, well, sometimes Y, A-E-I-O-U, and sometimes Y.
Even Donahue.
Donahue.
And then you get Sally Jesse Raphael.
Yeah.
Sally. Well, Sally, yeah, that's a Y. But a Y is sometimes considered a vowel, or at least a kind of a cousin to a vowel.
It's
you ever watch Gordon Elliott? Does he have an Australian accent? What's that accent? He's a big guy. He reminds me of a jovial Rush Limbaugh. I mean, he sort of looks like a big, heavy-set guy. And he talks very loud. Well, today we're going to find out who's left their husbands and who's committed murder on their babies while they're still in the cribs. Ooh, what a show, huh? I'm Gordon. Well, he does it with an Australian accent.
I know the name. Yeah. I haven't seen the show.
Do you suppose we could go to Australia with an American accent, get hired? Or do we only hire people from other countries? Do they hire us?
Oh, no, they'd love us over there.
What was that supposed to be? Anyway, just to get back to Ken Newman, just quickly. Yeah. We'll be talking with him. He'll be on tomorrow, I guess. He had proposed to his fiancée by doing a movie, which he showed on, I guess, a drive-in theater screen. And he took a lot of shots of her. And she didn't know about this stuff.
Oh, wait a minute. What kind of shots?
No, they're just the headshots and stuff. No, just she's sitting there.
One to the left, one to the right.
Yeah, okay. And now they're flashing him on the screen during the break in the movie, and he's proposing to her, and she's looking, wondering what's going on. But anyway, that was all on on the Lisa Gibbons show this past Monday. He talked about that with us last Saturday night.
What was the show? A whole show on proposals?
On odd ways people got proposed at different kind of interesting ways people proposed to their fiancés.
So you mean he proposed to her to the tune of "Let's all go to the snack bar"?
Only 10 minutes before you get you'll be closed down for your choco mints. stuff like that, stuff of that nature. But it's funny because I was watching and I was not answering my telephone at home. And later on, I played back some messages, and there were people like, apparently you've forgotten that Ken told you he's going to be on Lisa's show, and you missed it. Oh, you're missing it. He's on right now. But I was watching it. That's why I didn't answer the phone. Isn't that an interesting story? Would you like to buy the movie rights to that?
Could you
Only
tell
if,
that
you
often?
can only if you can show it through an intermission during a drive-in show.
Well, wait till it's on cable.
Okay, anyway, it's time to play the dumb birthday game, and certainly that's an exciting prospect. But however, we've run out of time. Okay, today's the birthday, and today, of course, is March 4th, of Emilio Estefan. That's an interesting. Yeah.
Estevez.
That's the what?
Estefan. Emilio Estefan? Is it Gloria Estefan or Emilio Estevez? Well, whose birthday is it?
No, Estefan, it says here. Is it Estefan? No, it's Estefan.
You said Emilio.
Emilio, yes.
Estevez.
He's the husband of Gloria.
Oh, we thought you were.
Oh, I thought I was talking about the same people you thought I was talking about. I thought
What
I
are
was
you
talking
talking
about the Sheen family.
Yeah.
Did you know
No,
Are
no.
you
I
talking
don't-
about Gloria's husband?
Yeah, let's forget that. Who cares how old he is?
Did you know that
Yeah.
March 4th is
No, I saw Emilio Estefan. I kept thinking of
Yeah. You have-
the other one, the other person with a similar name.
Did you know that March 4th is the only date that's actually a command? March 4th.
See, when you have to repeat it for emphasis, it kind of spoils it. We sort of caught it.
I missed it the first time. I'm sorry.
Okay, how about the Chastity Bono?
Oh.
Not that Chastity
Wow.
Bono. This is the daughter
No, the way
of
you,
a previous marriage of Emilio Estefan.
the way you said that, you said, how about the chastity bono? It was like, how about the chastity belt? Like, what's the chastity bono? Was that a new item?
Sort of Latin for staying celibate.
That's right. She's the daughter of
I'm not
Sonny.
gonna go there.
She's the daughter of Sonny and Cher.
Yeah.
She had her own band, Ceremony.
She did?
I didn't know that either. The title.
what?
She had her own band called Ceremony.
Yeah, but something wasn't right.
Oh, R-I-T-E. That's very good. I explained that too, which is really I didn't need to. The title of their first album was "Hang Out Your Poetry." Hang Out Your Poetry. Chastity was the title of a 1969 movie written by Sonny, in which Cher starred, her first solo film. And boy, that gives an interesting picture of Chastity, doesn't it? Huh?
She's residing in the Where Are They Now file.
I think so, yeah. Okay, we'll start with you, Russ. What do you think? How old do you think Chastity Bono is? Born March 4th, this very day.
Well, I think Sonny and Cher would be about the same age as my parents. So I'll say that she is,
About the same age as you, huh?
yeah, about 25. I'll say 25.
25, okay. And Val, what do you think?
28.
28. Okay, Kevin?
27.
Oh,
Wow.
20. That was really nice the way he did that. 27 with a googly eyes. Ed?
First of all, her name sounds like the lead into an adult movie, but
And not the lead in it, sounds like the whole title, doesn't it?
she's
Raw sex blazing across the silver screen. See Chastity Bono. Filmed in a closed studio. Anyway, I'm sorry, what did you
I
say?
remember when she was born and they were holding her up when they used to play together on TV.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
remember
gotta
those
be,
days.
Gee whiz. I would say 27.
27. Okay. And Tony?
I'm going to have to say, I got you 25. Babe.
Babe.
It was so beautifully done.
You like that?
I think I'm going to retch. Retch is a medical term. I don't want to talk over your head.
It's all right. I'll stand up then.
Jim, what do you think? Jim Frawley?
25.
Oh, 25, okay. And Jack?
24.
Oh, my other answer.
24 was your other answer.
It really was. I'm telling you the
Okay,
truth.
well, you actually were closer and wouldn't have won had you said 24 because she's 26
Oh.
years older today. So nobody said 26, but we had 3 25s, Russ, Tony, and Jim, and we had 2 27s, Kevin and Ed.
Jack, you loser.
Jack and Val were the only two, and they were very close, but they were a little too far off. So we had 5 winners that round. What a team this is, huh?
What a way to kick off the game, huh?
Oh, this is really so exciting. I think I'm going to throw up. Catherine, I'll just give you a couple more from this day, because not too many well-known people born here, except for Emilio Estefan.
How is Emilio? Remember Emilio?
Emilio Murata. He never calls, never writes.
Oh, what a bum.
Yeah.
Sent him to school, bought him books, and listen, this is what he does to you.
Oh, how about Catherine O'Hara? Do you know that name? She's she's in the films Beetlejuice, Home Alone 1 and 2, and Nightmare Before Christmas.
And she was also a cast member of SCTV.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that show. What?
Who did she play in Nightmare Before Christmas?
It must have been just a voice, because that was obviously an animation.
She's actually a cartoon.
She was the puppet to the left, but that was an optical illusion.
Yeah.
No, I mean, what character did she play in there?
Jack Skelton. I don't know.
I guess nobody can answer your question, so aren't you ashamed for asking it?
She played the female lead.
Right.
Okay, Jack,
She
what
played
is
the Christmas tree.
Catherine, Catherine O'Hara, how old do you think she is today, Jack?
Catherine O'Hara.
Catherine O'Hara.
An attractive woman in a different kind of a way.
Yeah.
What do you mean, a different kind of way? She has only one eye, and
And
the
it's in the
left
middle of
ear
her
is
head.
the left ear is down on her chin.
But
But if you like kind of that kind of thing, she's a real turn on. Honey, let me
If
whisper.
you're into circus freaks, you know, hey.
Let me whisper into your chin, honey.
Yeah, not a classic beauty in that sense. But,
No, but there's
something definitely attractive
Would you
about
call it exotic? Nah, that's too much.
No, pleasant, I think.
Wow, that's a turn on.
Boy, is she pleasant.
Wow. She's got a nice personality.
That's right.
Okay. You want to take a shot at her age by any means, Jack, or am I just interrupting this?
Let's see.
I wouldn't mind taking a shot at her, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's there's that Chastity Bono thing again. I'd say that she is 40.
40. Okay. And Jim Frawley, what do you think?
I'm trying to picture.
Well, Home Alone, the mom in Home Alone.
Oh, it was the mom.
Yep.
All right, then I know
So
exactly
how-
how
now
old
you- now you know what she looks like.
She's 41.
What would you say? What kind of look would you call it? Pleasant?
Yeah. I
Nice.
was one of the few people that hated that movie.
Yeah, I hated it too.
Home Alone. So that would taint my whole view. I don't want to pass judgment on the woman.
Okay, you said so you're 40.
But I'm going for 41.
41, okay.
I'll try to come up with an adjective.
Okay, and Tony, what do you think?
That's what I was going to say. 41.
41 also. Okay, Ed?
41 sounds good.
41
I think I
sounds
remember her
good.
as a barmaid in Southie.
You what? Say that again?
I think I remember her as a barmaid in Southie.
Exactly. Exactly. And she's hoping that
You can't get much more attractive than that.
yeah, she's in the movies only because she lost her job as a barmaid.
She lost
kinda
the
hoping-
accent.
Yeah, she's going to quit the movie as soon as she gets her job back there. And that was a hilarious bit of routine. I'm glad I
That
said
was
that.
something else, Norm.
Yeah.
You're on fire tonight.
Okay.
you guys are so mean.
Oh, I'm not mean. Come closer. Let me show you how unmean I am.
Let me speak into your chin.
Kevin, what do you think?
I'd say 42. Just to
40.
be different.
42 to be different. Okay. And Val?
38.
38. Okay. And what do you think, Russ?
I'll bid high and say 44.
44. Okay. Actually, 41 is correct.
Yes.
Okay, so we got Ed,
Yes.
Tony, and Jim. All have guessed the 41.
That's the first time I've had two in a long time.
You got two, and you and Ed and Jim all are leading the pack, and one apiece from Kevin and Russ.
I'm glad to see the medication is working.
Thank you very much, Jack.
Okay, here's a tough one. Barbara McNair. Do you know that name?
Oh, yeah.
Fine vocalist. She was on the Mitch Miller program with Leslie Uggams and Diana Trask back in the 60s.
Wasn't
It's kind of funny because she's a very hip lady, a very attractive lady. And saw Leslie Uggams and Diana Trask, and Mitch Miller's program was so square.
Yeah.
But he had some very sharp vocalists on it. I never could
Wasn't
figure out
she-
why they'd be on there, except that they needed the work, I suppose.
There you go.
Wasn't she also Mannix's secretary?
Yeah, I don't really know. It doesn't say that here. She had a variety hour with little talk and lots of music in 1969 and 1970. And, of course, the Mitch Miller thing was before that, if that helps you figure out her age. Barbara McNair, I used to play, maybe this is another clue. I used to play songs by her. She's a fine singer. Back in 50s and 60s, when I was doing Sounds in the Night over WHDH, I thought she was enough of kind of close to being a kind of a jazz-flavored singer. And again, a very, very attractive lady. Okay, let's start with you, Kevin. What do you think? Barbara McNair.
72.
72. Okay, and Russ?
I'll say 63.
And Jim?
I was going to go for much younger, but I don't know who she is. So let's see. 67.
67. Okay. Val? Barbara McNair, what do you think?
69, I think.
69. Okay. Ed?
I'll go with 6'7".
6'7". And Jack?
61.
What do you think, Tony?
I'm still trying to figure something out here. Hold on. So 69 was a variety hour, eh?
I think she made a couple of appearances on Hogan's Heroes
As what? As one of
LeBeau's
the...
girl.
as a no. She was like a chanteuse in America. Yeah, she was from America and went to France as a singer, and then was sort of working for the Nazis. But what's his name there? What's his name?
Bob Crane?
No.
LeBeau?
Flink?
Kinchlow had known her from Detroit.
So she wasn't Burkhalter's sister.
No. That was
Let
Kathleen
me
Freeman.
say.
Norm, you didn't know this. Tony has formulas to figure these things out.
Yeah.
No, just a speech thing.
While he's figuring it out, I think I'd like to go to the men's room. Lots of
That
time to
new
do
math.
All right, 70. I know he's got to settle.
You're all awful. You're all way off. She's
Really?
56 years old today.
We had said you were playing
No, you
music
say
in the
56.
50s and 60s. For
Well,
crying
she
out
was
loud.
in her
You
she
figured
was
she
in her
was
teens and
established.
early
She was-
20s at the time.
She was good.
Obviously, I didn't.
No, she was
Sure,
very, very young.
Norm with that.
I think Jack was said 61. He was the closest.
Wow.
And he was 5 years off, but that's closer than
What
anybody.
the hell's wrong with you, Jack? Jeez.
Okay, so Jack, now everybody scored except Val.
I know
Val,
it.
for heaven's
Come on,
sakes.
Oh.
Okay, we're going to go to Monday, March 6th now. Okay, Monday, March 6th, because you have very few other people outside of Emilio Estefan were born on this day. Rob Reiner was born March 6th. Okay, let me tell you about Rob Reiner. So you didn't know he won 2 Emmys for his role as the meathead on All in the Family. Of course, he's the son of Carl Reiner. He directed Sleepless in Seattle and North. And a whole bunch of other stuff. What was that one with the
band?
The band? What was that called?
Spinal Tap.
Spinal
This is
Tap. Yeah, which was a funny movie.
And didn't he do Princess Bride?
Yep.
Yes.
And Stand By Me.
In fact, he's got a movie out right now. I believe he's got one out now.
Chastity Bono.
That's the name of it. Yeah, it's
Does he have a new one coming
I
out?
understand.
No,
he
he's got-
directed
he's-
that
yeah, he
thing
does
with
have
Ken
one.
Newman.
He has one coming that's out now, I think, or will be out very soon.
Oh, no. He's, no, that's Ron Howard. Sorry, wrong movie.
Okay, now how old is Rob Reiner? Let's start with you, Russ. What do you think?
I will say 40.
40. Okay. And Val, what do you think?
43.
And Kevin?
I think he is a very meaty 48.
Meaty or needy?
No, Meaty. See, he was known as Meathead. That was
Oh,
the
me-
play
oh,
on
me-
those
sorry,
words.
me-
Yeah. See, he's been listening to this program a little too much and listening to Tony and Jack. And he's been getting into bad ways with bad company. He's a good kid, but he's in bed with bad company. I wonder if one day a parent will say, he was the bad company and he polluted all those good kids. Anyway, Ed, what do you think?
I'm going to give him a 4'7".
Gonna give him a 4.7. Okay, and Tony?
Yeah, that's what I just came up with using my formula. I'm going to have to, I'm going to stand by 47.
47.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Jim, what do you think?
I'm going to go with 50 even.
Ooh.
50 even. Okay, and Jack?
I'll say he's a glorious 46.
46. 50 is actually correct.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow,
And
the
so
meat's rancid now.
Jim hit it right on the button. Oh, 50 years old. Yeah.
Wow.
Older than most of you thought.
That show was on 23
20.
years ago.
I mean, he was 30 on the show.
Very good, Kevin. Is it the new math?
Okay.
Y'all using the new math.
You have to take off
The
your
quick
shoes
and
to
easy
count that?
stuff.
Monday, the 6th, is also the birthday of Ed McMahon.
Yes.
Oh.
Hello. That is correct, sir.
Okay, Ed McMahon. Have you noticed him lately? He's seemed to have lost a lot of weight. He looks almost sickly. I think it must
He
be
got up off the couch.
He's got that new
Maybe
wife.
he's got a new love affair.
I think. Well, he's just got married again.
Again?
Not long
Oh.
ago. No, I mean not just, but over the past.
Oh, he has the same one
2 or
since
3
his
years.
last Tonight Show gig, hasn't
Well, he actually
Yeah.
has to work now.
And I'd like to know the dentist who made his teeth. That way I can avoid him.
This and he and Dick Clark, of course, do that.
American Family Publishers.
Yeah, the publishing.
American. American. He doesn't know how to say American.
So, native son.
American.
Okay, because they both look like a couple of chintzy people on that commercial. I started filling out those forms. I think I told you that once before. I got the
you're so
thing, and
far
I thought,
behind,
well,
you're
why
still
don't I just try it and I'll see.
Yeah.
So I began, putting the star next to the circle here and pasting this on there and putting the clip inside the envelope that came in the little slot. And it took me half the day to try to figure out how to do this thing. Plus, I subscribed to 2 magazines, which is really what they want you to do.
Yeah.
Never mind filling out anything else. Just subscribe to the Cockamamie magazine. But these were 2 magazines I wanted to subscribe to anyway. So I went through all of this. And then you start getting all these letters after a while. In big type, it says, Mr. Nathan, you have won $1,273,000,000,000,000. Then in small printed up there, it says, if you fill out this form, one day you might hear us say, and then comes in the big print, you have won the rest of it.
But you're so far behind in your mail that you mailed in like 1987s
I know.
recently. And the thing is the magazines you got, they sent you the 1987 issues.
Well, I got Liberty, the Liberty magazine. I got several of the Life magazines from the 40s, the war years.
Yeah, with Reagan's picture on it.
Well, not Reagan's picture, not in the 40s. No. I think you're a little out of touch, fella. But in any event, each time you had to do all this.
When he was acting.
Well, this was even before he was. No, I guess it was no time before he was acting. He's been acting for. But anyway, I began filling out the rest. And then I thought, this is inane. I kept getting more and more letters. Then the letters continued even when I didn't fill out anything.
Well,
You have been narrowed down to 743,000 people are now in the finals, and Mr. Nathan, you are one of them.
But did you notice that they threaten you? If you don't order a magazine now, we'll cut you off our list.
Well, they suggest that you don't need to order. There was somebody on one of these talk shows that he apparently was addicted to this thing. His wife came on and said she's got 8,000 magazines. She subscribed to everything. And he was asked, have you ever won anything? And he said, kind of sheepishly, no. But he's hoping, and he's still doing it. And he got addicted to this thing. So he subscribed apparently to everything. I didn't think there were that many magazines that they had going for him.
Now you see him roaming the streets just looking for those things.
Yeah, boy. Woodworkers Monthly. I love that magazine, although I don't have time to read it.
Architectural Digest.
Architectural Digest is good. Better Homes and Gardens is nice, although I live here in Bronxville, so there seems to be no point in that. Anyway, but I live vicariously through that on the Smithsonian Monthly.
Magazine subscribers monthly, yeah.
Alaskan Antler Collector.
That's right.
Clinton Racing Monthly.
That's right.
I collect old TV guides.
Left Tire Weekly.
There is a magazine for people who collect TV guides. Yeah.
I was just joking, really?
No, I
Life
mean,
and Times of Pebbles and Boulders.
I'm joking. No, I'm joking too, as a matter of fact.
It has every show
Yeah.
ever that was ever put on television.
Yeah. Oh, not. It has. There are two other additional magazines because there are a lot of soap opera digest magazines, including one called Soap Opera Digest. There's also one on a dumb birthday game biannual. Comes out here. The highlights of this program. If they can make
It's a very
bucket
thin
on it, yeah.
magazine.
Yeah. Equestrian. The Equestrian is kind of nice because for a guy who lives right in Malden Square. And but anyway, you could go out to the country and rent a horse, I suppose.
Jean.
You know,
But this guy subscribed to every magazine in the book, and it just was kind of funny.
you mentioned equestrian.
Yes.
Okay. I recently went to get my license renewed, and I happened to be looking through the handbook of rules of the road, and they had the pictures of the signs. And they had a picture of the sign with the horse crossing the road
Yes.
with the rider.
Yeah.
Now, you figure you'd say horse crossing. Oh, that's the horse crossing sign. You know what they called it?
No.
Equestrian.
Magazines just
Equestrian crossing.
road all day
Equestrian
long.
I'm wondering,
crossing,
would I
right.
flunk my driving test if I didn't?
No.
It's
Isn't
a
that
horse
funny? Because
crossing.
on the street I live on, there are those signs.
Yeah.
Only it just shows a picture of a horse. I don't think it
Or
says
maybe there's a
anything on
difference
it.
then. If you get the horse, it's a horse crossing. If the horse and a rider, it's an equestrian crossing.
Excuse me, let me ask you an equestrian.
Pardon me?
Well, stop horsing around.
Okay, Ed McMahon. In case you've forgotten, that's what we're saying. Okay, let me tell you about Ed McMahon. After these things here will help pin down his age. He began by selling pots and pans and vegetable slicers on the boardwalk in Atlantic City, and the stuff he's doing now is like the same thing. Oh, that's beautiful. He broke into. He probably was a peddler up through the Midwest selling shoelaces and old socks. He broke into TV in 1954 as Johnny Carson's sidekick.
He broke into
That was his first role?
You know, Johnny Carson's sidekick on a daytime quiz show called Who Do You Trust?
It was
I remember the debate on that. They didn't know whether to call it Who Do You Trust or Whom Do You Trust, which was grammatical but sounded kind of a little staunchy.
He actually started on a radio station to the north of Boston.
Actually, he was on WCAP in Lowell, I believe, was he not?
Mm-hmm.
I believe so.
Because he lived with an aunt of his in Lowell. But he broke into TV. This is 54. Who Do You Trust?
Then he got arrested.
He was on the, your sense of humor is really cockamamie. And he was on the Tonight Show from 1960. You're dealing with real wits here. You're dealing with Tony. You're dealing with Jim. You're dealing with Jack, with Val. All these people. So you have to be careful now. You don't want to look silly. Because we're professionals at this. Anyway, I don't know why I made that speech. I don't even believe it myself.
You know, I always end up at the end of at the bottom of the list. Would I be the wit's end?
Oh. Anyway, he was on the Tonight Show from 1962 to 1992. Is that right? 1962 to 1992?
Yeah,
30 years. Yeah.
30 years.
Isn't that incredible? That's incredible.
30 years and
that's
5 wives or something like that.
Yes. He's also been involved with the TV. That's right. He's got children that range in age from 83 to 2 months old.
Some bloopers and practical jokes.
He's
too.
got kids that are older than he is. Anyway, he's also been involved with the TV show Star Search.
Oh, God, I hate that.
Oh, I do too. And bloopers and practical jokes.
Yep.
I
Which
think
is his biography.
I think Star Search is one of those practical jokes.
Didn't he, in fact, invent the word spokesmodel?
That's right too, because
Jack, where do you learn these facts?
they just had women at first on those things. Now they got men who model too, and who wants to watch them except I suppose women. I remember he came to town about a year or so ago. We had him on the show.
we
We
had
were
him on
talking
the
about it. And I was saying, the dancing, I say, the dances that you have on there, those are really not, when I think of dancing, I think, Fred Astaire, Gene Kelly, I think, nice, graceful, kind of lovely dance, ballroom dancing, something. You got a bunch of acrobats. They twist and they turn and they jump and they leap, and I don't see anything beautiful about any of that. Is it impossible for young people to dance in a graceful, lovely, beautiful, romantic kind of way?
Yes.
And he said, up your nose, fella.
No, he agreed.
No, he
with you,
did.
didn't
No, he did agree.
Yeah.
He agreed. And he said they were looking for those people. I haven't seen Star Search lately.
I just cannot watch that show.
Yeah, it's kind of awful. And they have a comic comes out, and he has to make himself or herself funny within 12 seconds. If you don't get 19 laughs, then go.
The singing part of it is great because, you know, here they are. They hit the high note and they walk down center stage and the audience claps. It's you might as well just write it all down and here we go. Formulate now. I'll walk
Well,
out.
the whole thing is so formulated. It's true. It's like each show you see looks like every other show you've ever
Express is
seen.
still on.
They're all kind of like reruns. Even the new shows look like reruns.
Although
Why
it
is
does
that?
have the lovely Martha Quinn now.
Oh,
What is-
yeah.
You know, these people who are hosts on MTV, how do they get to be so popular doing nothing?
Well,
This Kennedy woman, remember this?
Yeah.
She shows up everywhere, and she got something going that I'm missing?
Well, she's
Neither.
she's got a tattoo of an elephant for the Republican Party on her.
Oh, that's
on
new.
her, on her hip.
Yeah, she's apparently quite conservative.
Yeah, she's a Republican. Yeah.
Well, Martha Quinn is just delightful.
Oh, I always had something for Martha Quinn.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, everyone was after what's her name, the blonde one, years ago on MTV when they first came out. Who was the blonde one?
George Fessenden.
What was that, Jack?
No, I have no idea who you're talking about.
Jack will
It used to be J.J. Jackson, Martha Quinn,
And I
Nina Jackson, Nina.
yeah, that's it. Nina, I don't remember.
Yeah, whatever her name was. They all were for her. I wanted Martha Quinn.
What about the uptown, downtown?
Julie Brown.
Yeah, there are two Julie Browns. This is the one that was on the
I
show.
like the other Julie Brown.
The other Julie Brown, the kind of the scatterbrain.
Yeah.
You've always liked women who are below you in intelligence.
Yes.
You kind of like to subject them to your.
Well, that way you can make up words and they don't know the difference.
Yeah. I can call them names and they have no idea.
Yeah, baby, I love your fisterish.
Oh, you say the nicest things.
Yeah, that's right. You know what I'm saying? Butch Kalakane, no, Okay, Ed McMahon. Let's start with you, Jack. How old do you think skinny, old, dilapidated, over-the-hill Ed McMahon is?
Skinny old.
I noticed I
think he
never
passed
said that
away.
to him. I never said that to him when he was on the
Yeah, I
program.
hope he's not visiting us. Huh?
Remember, I told him how much I enjoyed him on the air and everything like that. I really bowed
liar.
and scraped.
Oh, hypocrite.
I know it. I really am.
Actually, the thing that did impress me was that he remembered everybody's name that he spoke with. And somehow or another that just kind of struck.
No, actually, he seemed like a very nice man. He really did. He seemed very, very nice, and he was, for a guy who's got the notoriety he is, I think he was not at all pompous. I thought he was a genuinely nice man, and I don't know. I sent him part of my allowance every week or something. Feel guilty for not having subscribed to 750 more magazines.
Let's see.
I like the Dairy Cow Journal, called sometimes subtitle is
Milk 'em.
Holsteins on Review. I like that one. It's good
No,
too.
Milcom, that's the other one.
I'm milking this one. Okay, Jack, how old is Ed
That was
McMahon?
utterly just
wow.
awful.
Totally delicious.
Ed passed away while we were discussing.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. He's about a year older than he was.
Anyway, this is, of course, March 6th. He was born March 6th, which is
It will be March 6th
soon.
soon.
It will be. It's almost March 6th now. I think we got to get this thing over with because otherwise we got to hold up the ABC News. And you know how testy they get when we do that. We call up and say, "Oh, can you hold your news? We here in Boston, we're your key station. Maybe the only station broadcasting your cockamamie news. Could you hold up on it? We're busy."
And all this time he's been sitting in a mayonnaise jar on Funkin' Wagnall's porch.
Since noon today.
It's noon today. I will say that he is 75.
75. Okay, Jim, what do you think?
He's 73.
Jim says 73. And Tony?
Hold on, I've got the envelope right here. Let me hold it up to my head.
You're doing a Johnny Carson, which nobody can see
What's
except me.
What's the answer?
The answer is
I've got the answer right here. The age of Ed McMahon.
3.45 points.
Someone was supposed to say, the age of Ed McMahon. You know how he used to do that?
I see.
Yes, no,
Help me out, Jack. Help me out here.
You'd say 75. And then you'd say the age of Ed McMahon after you open the envelope?
No, that's what's in here.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
question. The age of Ed McMahon.
The age
of Ed McMahon.
May the fleas of 1,000 camels infest your armpits.
May 1,000 ballpoint pens be shoved up your nose.
Okay, here we go.
And may we all be healthy and well and all together again next year at your bar mitzvah.
What is 74?
74, okay.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Okay, Ed and Melrose, what do you
Gonna haul
think?
himself right off the...
Ed McMahon, how old do you think he'll be?
Local boy made good. I'd say about 76.
76.
That's the spirit.
Jeez. Kevin, what do you say?
I got my feet on the ground. I'm reaching for the stars, and I'm pulling out talented 73.
73. Okay.
Very
Wait
good.
a second. That's the other guy.
Val, what do you think?
No, it
I
isn't.
think 80.
Is it?
Keep your feet on the ground.
80, Val?
For the stars.
Yeah, that's
Oh, that's Casey Kasem.
Haven't won any so
Yeah,
far.
there's another no talent guy, and you wonder what keeps him going.
His
Who?
eyebrows.
He just signed up his ninth. See what I mean? Casey Kasem.
Oh,
He just signed up his 9,000th station with that top music
Top
thing,
40.
which we used to carry here at BZ.
Yeah, I remember
Are you
that.
glad we got rid of that general manager who decided he was going to carry that?
You know,
He's probably head of Westinghouse.
some of my earliest memories are driving on a Sunday afternoon up the expressway towards the South Station Tunnel and thinking, why doesn't he just get on with the story?
All because we have a lovely letter from a man in the Punjab who wants to say hello to this girl in India.
Here's a family.
And who just went to Pakistan and is now enrolled at the University of Japan, where she's taking some local courses from David Brodnoy there. And she loves the song by Mir Bistu Shane. And here she is.
Wasn't he the
His
voice
long-distance
of
dedication.
Scooby-Doo?
What's that?
Wasn't he the voice of Scooby-Doo?
He was Shaggy.
Shaggy.
Oh, Shaggy.
Yeah.
Was he?
Hey, Scoob.
Was he Shaggy?
Yeah, he was
We
Shaggy.
better get out of here, Scooby.
Hey, we better get on with this. Russ, because we really are running out of time. Although I don't know why. What else are they going to do after we're gone? Put on a bunch of news things. What the heck? Russ, what do you think? How old
I'll
is it?
say 72.
72 is exactly right.
Oh,
Wow.
Exactly right. Yeah.
Score.
Jim Farley still leads with 3, but we have Ed,
oh, I have nothing.
Tony. You
Have a
have,
lot.
yeah, we have Ed and Tony and Russ who have 2 apiece,
Yeah.
and Jack who has 1. Let's go to
One more.
Tom Arnold. Just one more. Yeah, we have time for just one more. Tom Arnold. Let me tell you,
Very
sweetheart.
age
Here's
before
another
his time.
talent.
Star of the
Never
Jackie
mind.
Thomas Show, a former Jackie Thomas Show, former husband, he's a lot of former stuff. Former husband of Roseanne Barr, or whatever her name is now. Phil, he was in True Lies. He was also got some great reviews. Was that for True Lies? True Lies, yeah. People said he was really. I didn't see
You
that.
never saw that?
No, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Very
isn't it?
good. Very good movie.
Very entertaining.
Very
Was it
funny.
good?
Yep. Jamie
Yeah.
Lee Curtis. Oh, yeah. You should just see it for her.
Oh, and I like Jamie Lee
Yeah.
Curtis. I do. Yes. Okay, let's start with you, Russ.
In fact, she got a Golden Globe for that.
Yeah?
For Best Supporting Actress.
She was very good in that.
Well, let's see.
Tom Arnold. What do you think?
Tom Arnold.
Yeah.
39.
39. 30. And what do you think, Val? You say,
Are you okay, Norton?
That kind of deteriorated into nothingness, didn't it? Yeah, I'm okay, Val. Thank you very much. Can I put my head on your shoulder just till I feel better? If you don't mind me throwing up, hold on your shawl. How about that for a sex symbol line, huh? Anyway, we better get moving because
Okay. 46.
what do you say? I'm the one doing all the talking, and I'm the one saying, let's move along. Kevin, what do you think?
40.
40. Okay. And Ed?
43.
And Tony?
I'm going to go with 39 also.
You're going to go with 39 also.
Yeah.
And Jim?
44.
And what do you think, Jack?
I didn't know Lionel Barrymore did that bit too.
What makes you think they're doing Lionel Barrymore?
It's like Lionel Barrymore sleeping.
Sounds more like Larry Barrymore or some kind of a stomach disorder.
Simon
Would you
says,
pass me the Pepto-Bismol?
George Bailey.
You call me.
in here,
Yeah, frustrated old man George Bailey, you come here crawling on your hand. We missed that. The only NBC had the exclusive rights to it. It's a Wonderful Life last year.
Just
Well,
once.
I have the tape at home. So next Christmas, everybody at my house.
Okay.
No,
Hey,
we should,
anyway,
we should play the audio version on the one year.
Yeah. Jack, what do you think? I have a script at home. We can reenact it.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a whole book with the making of It's a Wonderful Life and
Can
had
I
the
be
script
on
and
it,
the whole
Billy?
thing. Yeah.
I can't think anymore, George. It hurts.
Jack, oh, well, we're running out of time, George.
I'd say he's 37.
37. You are the closest with 37. He's 36.
Oh my God.
Okay, so Jim Farley, Jim Farley's actually the winner since he gets 3. But you all did very, very well. I thank you all. Russ
Yes.
and Val and Kevin and Ed. You're all just lovely people, and that goes for you, certainly, Jim. Thank you very much for
Thank
playing
you,
the game with us. And Tony, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot for having me.
And same for you, Jack.
Well, thank you.
Okay.
Whew. Another classic to file away in the annals of radio broadcasting history. Am I right, people? Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and consider becoming a patron over on Patreon. Tune in next week for more dumb birthday game foolishness. Closing the vault and leaving this world a little sillier than we found it. For the WBZ Prize Closet, the Woodsman Weather Stick, the lovely Catherine O'Hara, Old Time Radio, news, and program directors. How do they do it? Appeasement and aggravation. Drive-in proposals during the snack break. Choco Mints. The letter Y. Marching forth. Being in the mix to win $1,270,000,000,000,000. Reining in the horse jokes. Publishers Clearinghouse. Architectural Digest. Better Homes and Gardens. Smithsonian Monthly. Left Tire Weekly. The Guide to TV Guides. The Dairy Cow Journal. Karnak. The Punjab. George Burns, Fred Allen, Arthur Godfrey, Jack Benny, Casey Kasem, Lionel Barrymore, Lisa Gibbons, Ken Newman, Gordon Elliott, He Never Calls or Writes, Emilio Murata, Leslie Uggams, Diana Trask, Mitch Miller, Martha Quinn, Downtown Julie Brown, The Other Julie Brown, Nina Blackwood, Kennedy, the host of the tire-changing talk show, Jack, which was canceled due to flat ratings, Jack Hart, and the man who, if you've learned anything from this show, it's to leave the comedy to real professional wits. Norm Nathan. Wait, let me stand up so as to not talk over my head. I'm Tony Nesbitt,